You are listening to Productivity Straight Talk with your host, Amber De La Garza. Amber is a sought-after productivity coach, trainer, speaker, and writer who gives entrepreneurs the straight talk on personal productivity. No BS, fluff, or overused jargon. Just actionable strategies to get results and succeed in business. And here is your host, Amber De La Garza, the Productivity Specialist.
Welcome, and thank you for listening to Productivity Straight Talk. Today is episode 302. Organizing your space for optimal productivity. If you're a business owner who wants to learn effective business strategies, improve time management, and elevate productivity to maximize profits, reduce stress, and make time for what matters most, then you're in the right place, and I'm so glad you've joined me. Today, we're going to be diving into the topic of organizing your space effectively so that you can significantly increase your efficiency and improve your productivity. If you've been thinking about getting a business coach for the new year to start off 2024 with the support, clarity, focus, and guidance you need to take your business to the next level, then I think we should talk. Head on over to amberdelagarza.com/work with me. Again, head on over to amberdelagarza.com/work with me. Schedule a discovery call. We'll book a time to chat and discuss what your goals are, what support you're looking for, and if we're a fit and I think that I can help you, then we will talk about what it looks like to be working together. I can't wait to talk to you soon. And now, let's get to the straight talk. While this episode is about organizing your space, it's important to note that being organized is not the main objective. Being productive is. I want to help you create a space that optimizes your productivity because it allows you to invest your time and energy where you should be investing it, into your best activities, those that get you closer to your goals. Let's start off with the fact that organizing your space will never feel like your top priority. You'll always have to choose between servicing your clients, another revenue-generating activity, or organizing your space. You will never just magically one day say, I have the time, unless you make the time. You're never going to make the choice unless you realize what your disorganization is actually costing you. Organizing space needs to be viewed as part of the long-term game plan because it sets you up for success far into the future by creating more efficiency. If simply creating efficiency is not enough of a reason to prioritize organizing your workspace, let's talk about other ways disorganization could be costing you space, energy, money, and time. A disorganized space can make it hard to find documents and supplies when you need them. You could be hoarding documents, supplies, and outdated equipment. Distractions all around you reminding you of unfinished tasks and not allowing you to focus. Tasks fall through the cracks and become fires or lost opportunities. It creates lack of trust and professionalism with clients and employees. It can negatively impact your mental health, which can lead to feeling overwhelmed, anxious, and stressed. It can cost you real money to reproduce or repurchase something that you've already done but can't find. It reduces the number of clients that you can work with when so much of your time is spending putting out fires that come from being disorganized, which negatively impacts your revenue. The National Association of Professional Organizers reports we spend an entire year of our lives looking for lost items. If you're currently saying to yourself, I wish I had more time, or perhaps you've mumbled, I never have enough time, then you need to stop wasting it on looking for lost things and create organization and reinvest that time into what matters most to you. If you are disorganized, but you aren't negatively impacted by your lack of organization, this episode probably is not for you, and that's okay. Because I have found that to make a change in behavior and habits, you need a reason why. If you don't feel a little bit of pain from disorganization, if you don't suffer any consequences from being disorganized, you won't take action to change your ways and get organized. Getting organized must be a choice rooted in knowing you'll move yourself away from something negative and towards something positive. Being organized is a choice. It's a choice to choose a specific behavior and create habits. I don't believe people are just born one way or the other. I think being organized is a behavior and a habit that can be chosen. I think you know this to be true. I have worked with several hundred business owners over the last 10 plus years. And while many are disorganized when we start working together, I can always find some area of their life or business where they are organized. If you can be organized in one area, you can be organized in other areas too. And this is incredibly great news. The evidence is all around you. Look around your life and find positive proof that you can create an organizational system. Be it your closet, or perhaps your hunting gear, or your books, or your kids' supplies. There is some place and somewhere that you do have organization. If you can choose to be organized in one area of your life, you can choose to be organized in another area of your life too, including your business. And maybe you used to be way more organized, perhaps last year or maybe even last month, and you just need a reset. You can. I recommend you go back and listen to the episode 278, The Magical Power of a Reset. So if you are finding yourself in a place in your business, in your life, it's a season, and your positive proof might not be around you right now in an area of your life or business that you're organized, but you can think back to a time in your life that you were organized, then how about a reset? If you feel resistance making the choice to get organized or maintain organization, think about what motivates you to be organized in that area of your life where you're most organized. Now, what parallel can you make? What can motivate you to get more organized in your business? I want you to think about your big why. Why do you want to be organized? It is never generally, I hate using absolutes, generally it's not because I want to say I'm organized. It's because I want to feel a certain way. I want to get a certain result because I'm organized. But even more than that, what is your big why? If you're looking to increase your profits to hit a revenue goal, if you're looking to decrease your stress because you want to support yourself in your health and just your joyful experience of living life and business, perhaps that's your big why. Use your motivation. Because remember, the goal is not to be organized, but to reap the benefits of being organized, which is being more efficient and more productive. My guess is you'd like to be more organized, but you've resisted taking action because you don't think you have the time. But here's the thing. You don't need to do an organizational overhaul all at once. You don't need to do your entire business. You don't need to do your entire office. You don't need to do your entire closet or bedroom. Getting organized should not feel like a huge, overwhelming project you need to close your business down for to complete. Simply break up your spaces into different areas and choose just one area to get organized in at a time. And in fact, this recommendation is not just to, help you with the resistance of getting started because it feels so big, but also because it helps you create a maintenance plan. It helps you have the time to maintain the area in which you've organized and create that system. And organizing is one part of this, but the organizational system that maintains it, that keeps it organized, is just as important. And when you start and build in different areas, it allows you to also build consistently with those behaviors and habits. Here are some of the areas that I came up with just to give you some ideas of where you could possibly start to break down the idea of organizing your business or organizing your life into small, manageable pieces. How about just starting with the top of your desk? I'm not even talking about the drawers or under the desk, just the top of your desk. And then move to your desk drawers. Or maybe even it's just an item such as paper. You're going to pick up all the paper that's stuck around your monitor, that's on your desk. It might be on piles on the floor or on furniture. And if paper is too big of a category for you, then just start with receipts or client files or organizing all your notebooks or just sticky notes. You can even break down paper even further if that's what you feel would allow you to move into action and be consistent with it. I even recommend just starting with organizing your pens and markers. Who doesn't have so many pens and markers, and some that don't work and some you don't like? It's a great way to practice the steps I'm going to share with you about how to organize every space. And it allows you to start somewhere. You can also start with just your office supplies or the floor, or perhaps you are just going to organize the walls because you've stuck things up there. There's paper stuck, there's hanging things, there's things that are visually incredibly distracting. And so do you want to organize the walls in your office? How about your storage closet or your books? You can even start with your books. This is just a small sampling of some ideas to get you started, but I think you get the idea. Start somewhere that is small and its own little system that you can work on. If you're resisting getting organized because you don't know where to start first, start anywhere. There is no wrong place to get started. You could start with the smallest of areas for a quick win, or you can start with an area that you feel most disorganized in and really go after that one first, and then everything else seems simpler. Any place is a great place to start. The important thing is that you start. Next, I'm going to be sharing with you a simple framework to get any area organized. And the framework has 5 steps to it. Number 1, in any area, so from paper to your pens or your top of your desk, is you're going to do a quick sort. Step number 1. Number 2 is a detailed sort. Number 3 is a purge. Number 4 is a deep cleaning. Number 5 is assign a home and containerize. Just know that for whatever area you decide to create organization for, getting organized is only half the battle. As I said before, the next step is then creating and sticking to a maintenance plan so your effort is not wasted and you can successfully stay organized. If you would love to dive deeper into how to create a maintenance system for your organized areas and more detailed teaching around the simple framework of creating organization in any area, then I invite you to join us inside my Leverage Lab program, where we have over a dozen master classes, and one of them is specifically called Office Space Overhaul. I highly recommend it to go deeper in these areas. We've gone over a number of reasons why organization is important, how you can make the choice to get organized, and what to organize. It's important to remember, though, that being organized is not the main objective. Being productive is. Don't strive for perfection. Don't over-organize your workspace to death. Simply strive to create more organized spaces that optimize your productivity because it allows you to easily find documents and supplies when you need them and get in and stay in your focus zone. I have loved having you listen to this episode of Productivity Straight Talk, and I sure hope you found today's episode to be incredibly valuable. But I need to be straight with you. No change. Without taking action, nothing will change for you or your business. So based on today's episode, are you challenged with disorganization? Are you paying the cost of space, energy, time, money because of disorganization? If that is the case, then the simple step to take action on is to identify one area in your business that you want to create organization in. And you can go small or you can go big. The choice is yours. But right now, before you play the next episode, before you drive back to your house or jump into the office, get on the next call, I want you to declare one area in which you are going to take action on to get organized. And I mentioned a couple ways that you could be working with me in this episode. So one way is my private coaching program. This is a one-on-one coaching experience. We also talked about Leverage Lab. That is my group coaching experience. And that also comes with training with over a dozen master classes on demand. If you are interested in either of those, I am going to ask that you head on over to amberdelagarza.com. Again, that's amberdelagarza.com to learn more. And I look forward to working with you soon. So that's my straight talk for today. Until next time, have a productive week.